Welcome to the class of 2026 graduation. We have a short video to play. Last night we did our senior video, there was a glitch and some pictures didn't play, so we're going to do a short video to get started, and then we'll get the seniors graduated.
Another turning point, fork stuck in the road. Nothing that you bother us direct you where to go. So make the best of this test, know that's why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hanging on the shelf if you're not having good time. Tattoos and them.
esteemed faculty, family, and friends, and thank you for joining us on this beautiful day. 4 years ago, my fellow classmates and I were little freshmen roaming the halls trying to find our classes. Well, that's not exactly true. Many of us have been here since 7th grade, and we only have 2 hallways. But besides that point, we did enter high school feeling unsure of ourselves. 7th and 8th grade were peak COVID years, so by the time we entered freshman year, we were coming off a period of uncertainty and isolation. We had grown used to rolling out of bed, turning on our computers, promptly muting them, and half listening to our teachers while we watched Netflix or it was intimidating to simply held to higher academic standards, but I think I speak for many of us when I say it took time to adjust. Sophomore year was a breeze, but also somehow completely forgettable. Junior year, on the other hand, was a special kind of torment, so I'd like to wish the current sophomores good luck. I will miss the many late nights spent at my noisy kitchen counter working on math homework, only to get distracted and end up helping my siblings with theirs instead. And finally, senior year. What a roller coaster. Year began with countless decisions to make. What should I do? Where should I go? How am I going to pay for it? A nightmare for an indecisive person like myself. Because none of us reach this day alone, I would like to take a moment to thank the people who helped make it possible. Personally, thank you for putting up with my procrastination and terrible time management. Also, thank you for helping me with my math homework, even though I definitely understood it better than you did, and what I really needed was a scary teacher standing over my shoulder making sure it got done. And thank you for listening to my rants, talking economics with me, and introducing me to Jeopardy at a young age, which filled my head with random facts that may or may not come handy someday. Casey, thank you for introducing me to my future career in occupational therapy and being my guiding light for all things OT. Auntie, thank you for lending me clothes from your amazing wardrobe whenever I inevitably forgot about a ceremony or event and desperately needed something to wear on short notice. And of course, a huge thank you to all my teachers, especially Ms. Hall, for making me even more prepared for things by leaving constructive but accurate comments on my essays. My fellow graduates, many of whom I have known since nursery school or elementary school, considering I attended 3 or 4 local schools. Congratulations, we made it. I'm confident that each of you will go on to do wonderful things, whether that means joining the workforce, attending a trade school, serving the military, or heading off to college. I have so many fond memories with my classmates, and I will carry those memories with me long after today. As we leave here in the next chapter of our lives, and begin the next chapter of our lives, I hope you remember that growth rarely happens when things are easy. We entered high school after years of uncertainty, adapting to challenges we never expected, and somehow made it to this moment together. Today isn't just a celebration of what we've accomplished, it's a reminder of what we're capable of accomplishing next. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2026. For those who may not know me, my name is Fatima Salama. I'm honored to be standing here speaking on behalf of the class of 2026. I would like to start off by thanking the most significant people in my life, my family. Gracias a mis padres por todo lo que han hecho por mí. Todos los sacrificios y dificultades que han superado para que yo pueda estar aquí. Por dejar que mi motivación para tener buenas calificaciones más para por aquí y no por presión. Gracias a mi hermano por ser mi mayor ejemplo y siempre responder a todos mis preguntas. Y gracias a mis hermanas por todos los consejos que me han dado. Special thanks to Harry for always going above and beyond to make our senior year so special and memorable. We wish you the best of luck at your new job. When people think of high school, they usually picture the movies, the ones where everyone instantly fits into a group of people. The athletes, the popular kids, the rebels, the quiet growing back in the classroom. But real high school doesn't work that way, at least it didn't for me. It isn't necessarily about finding your group, but more about finding your place, understanding yourself, and finding who you really are. Honestly, for most of you, this is probably the most you have heard me speak out loud. And I would be lying if I said it didn't cross my mind to lower my grades just so I didn't have to give a speech. Even though I knew I could never actually get myself to do that. Since freshman year, some of my classmates told me they thought I would be our class without good wording. And frankly, I didn't believe them. I had to look up what the word even meant. We sometimes sell ourselves short and lack self-confidence, becoming our biggest critics. I want everyone here to know how proud I am of each one of you. Being up here is not given. You worked hard and earned it. Let's not only celebrate the successes, but also the hardships you persevered through to get to this moment. This was never my goal, but I now realize the privilege it is for me to be standing here in front of you all. I've spent most of my years here being quiet, but being quiet doesn't mean you have nothing to say. Sometimes it just means you're still learning how to put the words together to speak your truth. There were times when I felt different, unseen, or unsure where I fit in. I watched people around me seem so confident in who they were, while I was still trying to understand myself. I found myself holding back because I felt people that had this perception of me that I needed to uphold. And even those who seem to have it all figured out might actually not. Sometimes the loudest struggle the most, maybe those who are always energetic and funny, aren't being truly themselves. Instead of using it as a shield or taking away, if they will help people like them fit in. I wasn't a star athlete, I never played a sport, I wasn't the loudest in the room. But quietly, day after day, I navigated these halls, learning about more than what is written in textbooks. I learned about people, about loneliness, and about resilience. Through it all, there were moments that mattered deeply, the shared laughter, the opportunities we were given, the memories that seemed ordinary at the time, but now mean everything. I want to thank the people who truly saw me, including the teachers that I will never forget, those who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, those who gave me an extra push and got me out of my comfort zone, and those whom I confided with memories and struggles. Thank you for reminding students like me that being heard and being understood aren't the same thing. As I prepare for college, I feel like I'm finally starting to become the person I always knew was inside me. And for the first time, I'm excited instead of afraid to let people speak. What I have realized is this. Each one of us has a voice. Some voices enter a room loudly, others take time. But all of them matter. Every one of us has some things that make us unique. We have skills, talents, ideas, creativity, things that can make the world a better place. And the world needs us to use those gifts, not hide them. Everyone has a purpose, it is just a matter of finding it and accepting it. Some take longer than others. As you transition to a new place, there are going to be coworkers who have more experience, peers who are older and smarter than you, who will try to make you feel inferior. But remember, they were once like us, unsure of where to start. So class of 2026, don't spend your life waiting quietly on the sidelines. Speak up, take the opportunities that come your way, explore, allow yourself to grow into who you really are. You'll never please everyone, so do what you want to do. Life is too precious to live someone else's life. You only have one, so make it count. Don't allow yourself to look back and be filled with regret. Always be kind, because you never know what struggle someone is carrying inside me. Be authentic when it is difficult. Even when it's difficult. And most importantly, be true to yourself. Because the moment you stop trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be, is the moment you finally begin to understand who you were meant. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you for listening to The Quiet Girl.
Welcome to the graduation of class of 2026. As we celebrate these awesome people, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with them in my first year. Before we get on to local scholarships, we'll have several people who will be presenting awards. First, we'll start with the meal.
Hayden started coming to the moment to find out the meetings with his dad at a young age. He showed a lot of interest in the duties and he enjoyed coming to trainings and holding the footballs for our monthly functions. At age 15, he joined as a junior firefighter and also joined our auxiliary and participated in the fundraisers. At age 18, he graduated from an official firefighter. Since age 15, he has attended most of our meetings, has proven to be responsible, respectful, a hard worker, and a team player. He is also always available to do his best and without hesitation. If I did not look at you, it's our job. We are grateful for your work ethic, your continued effort to learn, the willingness to help others in our community, and the dedication you show as a member of this family. You are a great asset to our community. Today, on behalf of the Notifying Faculty and Auxiliary, I present to you your official firefighter badge.
It's an honor to present the LPB Wallace Scholarship this afternoon. The scholarship was created to honor the life and legacy of my husband Elton. He was a hardworking man who spent his life on the water, providing for his family and taking pride in his work and his community. He believed that success comes from dedication, a strong work ethic, perseverance, and doing your best every day. Our family is proud to award the $500 Elton E. Wallace Scholarship to a student who was enrolled in one of the CWCIT automotive, diesel, CDL truck driving, or welding programs and is pursuing a career in the skilled trades. Congratulations, Daniel Taylor. We are proud to recognize your accomplishment and wish you good.
Jackson Marston's family and friends are honored to present the first annual Jackson Marston Memorial Award to a deserving senior who shares Jackson's passion, values, and aspirations. Jackson had a deep love for the ocean and an even greater love for his family and friends. He was a hardworking young man who gave 100%, readily lent a helping hand, and encouraged others to pursue their goals. Nothing made Jackson happier than seeing those around him succeed. Jackson's biggest aspirations was to have a boat and lobster fish for a living for his family. He also dreamed of furthering his education and building a career in the trades during the off-season by attending a trade school. Although unable to fulfill that dream himself, this award honors his memory by supporting students who demonstrate similar determination, character, and ambition. It is with great pride that we award the first annual Jackson Marston Memorial Award in the amount of $1,000 to Bob Perry. We wish you the very best in your future endeavors and will be cheering you on, just as Jackson would have. Jackson led by the words, wish it, dream it, do it. Congratulations to the class of 2026, and best of luck to each of you as you pursue your own career goals.
Promise to keep it short. Good afternoon, teachers, families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. I am Staff Sergeant Hood, representing the Maine Air National Guard, to everyone who can be out today. Congratulations again. You have earned this milestone, and you should be immensely proud. As you prepare for your next chapter, I want to take a special moment to recognize one of your own who has made the noble decision to serve our state and nation, Miles Worcester. Miles has officially enlisted into the Maine Air National Guard in the critical air transportation service. Because of his hard work, he isn't starting at the bottom. He enters the service at the advanced rank of Airman First Class. Furthermore, his dedication has earned him an impressive $50,000 bonus, and he will have access to 100% free college tuition for his future goals. Miles, your drive and willingness to serve are truly commendable. Welcome to the team, and let's give him another round of applause. Lastly, I want to talk about the challenges. This is something that service members give each other when someone or a member of the military does something great or an accomplishment. So I want to give this to Miles officially.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Carrie Enos, I'm the president of the Open Paper Foundation at the University of Maine. For the past 76 years, we have supported more than 4,000 students, and today we support over 180 students each year with both full and partial tuition scholarships to study engineering at the University of Maine. We have more than 60 corporate members in all 50 states, and we are increasing the number of scholarships we award because of the increasing demand for engineers. We offer more than just a scholarship check. We offer mentoring, paid internship and co-op experiences, and our students enjoy 100% job placement after graduation with little to no student loan debt. So today, it's my absolute pleasure to award a full tuition scholarship worth more than $50,000 to study chemical engineering to one of my favorites, Lucas County.
Good afternoon. It is my great honor to join you today on the Maine Seacoast mission to announce a truly life-changing opportunity. We are thrilled to present the Davis Maine Scholarship, a 4-year, full cost independent scholarship dedicated to supporting the incredible youth of Down East Maine. This scholarship represents more than just financial assistance. It is committed to investing in your dreams, your potential, and your future. Thanks to the generosity of Davis and his family, deserving students in our community will have the opportunity to attend college without financial burden, allowing them to focus on their dreams and aspirations. Congratulations to Tima Samora Penyawa. Biology. We cannot wait to see all of those accomplish in the positive impact of them. Congratulations.
So before we begin with our local scholarship, we have two special awards that we would like to present. Our first award is the Chef David E. Bushy Culinary Arts Award, paying $1,300 to the highest graduating high school senior with the highest combined culinary arts CHOP GPA for the student's junior and senior year. Chef David E. Bushy, a 1969 graduate of the Culinary Institute of America, when it was located in New Haven, Connecticut, on what is now part of the Yale University campus, was the original department head of the Culinary Arts Department at Smith Vocational Agricultural High School in Northampton, Massachusetts, where Chef Bushy, along with chefs Laters and Miller, established an outstanding culinary arts training program that continues to prepare students for successful careers in many facets of the food industry. This award is presented in honor of Chef Bushy's many decades of service to his students in his community. It is our pleasure to present this year's $1,300 scholarship to Lucas Avalar Sr. Our next award is the Maine State Chamber of Commerce Scholarship, which is awarded to jobs-pending graduates, also known as J&J, students who will proceed to 2- or 4-year post-secondary school in Maine in the fall following high school graduation. At just 17 years old, the student took on the challenge of supporting themselves while continuing to pursue academic and athletic excellence. This individual story reflects the power, perseverance, and purpose. Balancing independence, education, and athletics, and a career caring for others, the recipient has met every challenge with grace and determination. Their resilience and compassionate leadership embody the qualities the scholarship is proud to recognize. It is our honor to present this $3,500 scholarship to Alexa Johnson. Now for our local scholarships. As I read your name, please come forward and accept your scholarships. Robert Baker. Robert's receiving the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260. Hayden Hanson. He is receiving the Tom and Ellen Hippolito Award for $500. Layla Flores. Layla is receiving the Lori Potts Nursing Scholarship for $500. Alexa Johnson. Alexa receiving the Nancy L. Pickle Scholarship, $1,350. Jose Zamora Garcia. Jose is receiving the Town Fair Tire Scholarship for $1,000. Fredis Alfaro Cruz. Fredis is receiving the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260. Fatima Zamora Paniagua. Fatima is receiving the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260 and the Joseph W. Bryant Fund for $100 for a total of $360. Abel Gibbs. Singles Music Award for $100, the Earl F. and Lillian Abbott Butterfield and Nancy H. Green Citizenship Award for $100, and the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260, for a total of $460. Miles Whistler. Miles is receiving the George L. Beacon Memorial Scholarship for $500 and the Narraguagus High School Faculty and Staff Scholarship for $500 for a total of $1,000. Ricky Stroud. Ricky is receiving the Albert Woodworth Scholarship for $1,000. The George L. Beacon Memorial Scholarship for $500, and the Rebecca J. Merritt Scholarship for $150, for a total of $1,650. Derek Club. Derek is receiving the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260 and the Maine Blue Collar Scholarship for $1,500, for a total of $1,760. $3,000 a year for 2 years, for a total of $6,000. Chase is receiving the American Legion Charity Field Band Memorial Scholarship for $250, the Edward Allen Fund for $100, the Heat Breaking Memorial Foundation Scholarship for $1,100, the Narraguagus Alumni Association Scholarship for $250, the Ramsey Family Scholarship for $500 for a total of $2,200. Lucas Al Larson. Lucas is receiving the Charles A. Stewart Jr. Scholarship Trust for $710, the Jillian S. Kennedy Memorial Scholarship for $200, the Pamela B. Wood Scholarship for $250, and the Worthington Scholarship for $3,000 a year for 2 years, for a total of $7,150. Mercer. Valerie is receiving the Addison Volunteer Fire Department Auxiliary Scholarship for $350, the Bar Harbor Banking Trust CTE Scholarship for $1,000, the Charles E. Grant Family Scholarship for $200, the First Congressional Church Scholarship for $250, the MSAD 37 Teachers Association Scholarship for $500, and the Worthington Scholarship for $3,000 a year for 2 years for a total of $8,300. is receiving the Fred J. and Aaron W. Norman Scholarship Fund for $750, the Harold Lake and Red Barn Hotel Scholarship for $500, the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260, and the University of Maine at Farmington Success Scholarship for $2,000 a year for 4 years, totaling $9,510. Albert Woodward Scholarship for $1,000, the Harry F. Pinckney Scholarship Fund for $350, the Dean A. Worcester Memorial Scholarship for $250, the Dixie Anderson Cerrone Good Citizenship Scholarship for $100, the Don Dunbar Memorial Scholarship for $200, the First Baptist Church of Cherryfield Scholarship for $250, the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260, the Narraguagus High School Faculty and Staff Scholarship for $500, the Tuscan Lodge 106 Scholarship for $500, and the Worthington Scholarship, $3,000 a year for 2 years, for a total of $9,410. And is receiving the Arnold Memorial Medical Building Society Scholarship for $500, the Aspirations Incubator Award for $500, the Columbia Falls Alumni Association Scholarship for $1,000, the Tyler Graham Mason Melmac Scholarship for $2,000, the UMaine Early Action Award for $1,000, the Inspire Maine Scholarship for $3,220, and the Maine Scholarship Commitment Award for $3,000, for a total of $11,220. Sarah received the First Congressional Church Scholarship for $250, the Genesta Norton Scholarship for $100, the Gladys L. Allen Fund for $100, the Maine Blue Collar CT Student of the Year Scholarship for $1,500, the Lawrence M. and Phyllis M. Driscoll Scholarship Fund for $2,150 a year for 2 years, and the Worthington Scholarship for $3,000 a year for 2 years, totaling $12,250. Thank you. American Legion 76 Auxiliary Son Scholarship for $2,500, the Ralph and Dorothy Palmer Memorial Scholarship Trust for $4,000, the Ramsey Family Career and Education Scholarship for $500, the Red Sox New England Service Scholarship for $1,000, and the Worthington Scholarship for $3,000 a year for 2 years, for a total of $14,000. No days. Noah received the Addison Volunteer Fire Department Auxiliary Scholarship of $350. The American Legion Narraguagus Coast 8 Gordon Phil White Scholarship for $250. The Emily Ann Jordan Memorial Scholarship Fund for $500. The Town Fair Tire Scholarship for $1,000. The Tuscan Lodge 106 Scholarship for $500. The Worcester Beach Scholarship for $250. And the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $22,850. Today. $60. The Mary Delano Harriman Scholarship for $3,218. The Harrington Alumni Scholarship for $1,000. And the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, totaling $24,478. So anyway, recipient of Farmington Success Scholarship for $2,000 a year for 4 years, and the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, totaling $28,000. And Lincoln. Who's receiving the class of 1977 scholarship in memory of Roy Hutchins for $250. The Dixie Anderson Cerrone Good Citizen Scholarship for $100. The Dr. Arnold and Lucretia D. Layton Scholarship fund for $250. The First Baptist Church at Cherryfield Scholarship for $250. The Fred J. and Mary W. London Scholarship fund for $700. The J.C. Struck Scholarship for $200. The Millbridge Recreation Committee Scholarship for $250. The Mr. and Mrs. George Walsh Scholarship Fund for $700. The Narraguagus Alumni Association Scholarship for $250. The Pamela B. Lowe Scholarship for $250. The Robert A. Stanley Memorial Fire Department Scholarship for $500. The Ruth Tommy Stanley Scholarship for $3,000. And the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $26,700. Cameron Morris. Cameron's receiving the Addison Alumni Scholarship for $300. The Terry Bailey Emerson Scholarship for $150. The Camille Morris Memorial Scholarship for $150. The Leander B. and Clara F. Boswell for $550. The Maine Scholarship Commitment Award for $5,000. The UMaine Early Action Award for $1,000. The Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $27,000. Charles A. Stewart Jr. Scholarship for $1,250. The Tommy Tucker Fund Scholarship for $350. The Cherryfield Volunteer Fire Department Scholarship for $250. The Inspire Maine Scholarship for $985. The Maine Scholarship Commitment Award for $5,000. The UMaine Early Action Award for $1,000. And the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $28,835. Lucas is receiving the Delia Open-Shaw Wilson Everett and Marjorie Ramsdale Scholarship for $300. Donald Dunbar Memorial Scholarship for $200. The Narraguagus High School Faculty and Staff Scholarship for $500. The MSAD 37 Board of Directors Scholarship for $2,000. The Weston Eaton Foundation Scholarship for $1,000. The John Joseph Harriman Scholarship for $2,657. The Maine Scholarship Commitment Award for $9,000. The Maine Secret Mission Edge Scholarship for $3,000 a year for 4 years. And the Worthington Scholarship $5,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $47,600. Mark has received the Henry Arnett $260. The Alonzo P. Nash Scholarship for $900. The Cherryfield Foods Incorporated Scholarship for $1,000. And the Wheaton Supplemental Merit Scholarship for $12,500 a year for 4 years, for a total of $52,000. Zeke is receiving a Mesa Lily Fund Scholarship of $500. The Tommy Tucker Fund Scholarship for $350. The Charles A. Stewart Jr. Scholarship Fund for $1,250. The Maine Seacoast Mission Edge Scholarship for $3,000 a year for 4 years, and a weekly supplemental merit scholarship for $12,500 a year for 4 years, for a total of $64,100. Sarah Hickman. Sarah's receiving the American Legion Auxiliary Narraguagus Post-8 Scholarship for $250, the Crane Scholarship for $500, the Dr. and Mrs. Lawrence A. Veterans Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, the Millbridge Alumni Association Scholarship for $500, the Millbridge Recreation Committee Scholarship for $250, the Robert A. Stanley Memorial Fire Department Scholarship for $500, the Tom and Margie Ottman Memorial Scholarship for $1,200, the Ruth Tommy Stanley Scholarship for $3,000, the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, and the Hudson Trustee Scholar Award for $10,000 a year for 4 years for a total of $67,200. Mike Miller. Mike has received the Addison Alumni Scholarship for $300, the Andrew B. and Claire F. Watson for $550, the John Joseph Harriman Scholarship for $3,418, the U. Maine BC Departmental Merit Scholarship for $6,000, the Worthington Scholarship, $5,000 a year for 4 years, and the Competitive Skills Bridge Scholarship Program, up to $10,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $70,260. Reagan received the Charles A. Stewart Jr. Scholarship Trust for $1,250, the Mary Ellen Knapp Scholarship for $500, the Millbridge Veterans Club Scholarship for $500, the Narraguagus High School Faculty and Staff Scholarship for $500, the Red Sox Women in Service Scholarship for $1,000, the Tommy Tucker Fund Scholarship for $350, the U. N. Hudson Scholarship for $381, the Senator George Mitchell Scholarship for $2,500 a year for 4 years, the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, and the Hudson Trustee Scholar Award $10,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $74,480. Edith received the Charles A. Stewart Jr. Scholarship Trust for $1,250, the Cherryfield Foods Incorporated Scholarship for $1,000, the Narraguagus Masonic Lodge 88 Scholarship for $500, the Tommy Tucker Fund Scholarship for $350, the Cherryfield School Committee Scholarship Fund for $1,000, the Maine Seacoast Mission John and Stephanie Locke Scholarship for $3,000 a year for 4 years, the Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, and the Hudson Trustee Scholar Award $10,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $76,100. Last but not least, we have the event. Scholarship Fund for $750, the George W. Fry Scholarship Fund for $1,250, the Henry R. Nash Scholarship for $260, the Howard Robbins Scholarship and Ripley Point and Friends and Neighbors for $500, the U. N. Hudson Scholarship for $848, the Jasper Wyman and Son Scholarship for $2,500 a year for 4 years, the Ralph and Dorothy Plummer Memorial Scholarship Trust Scholarship for $10,000, Worthington Scholarship for $5,000 a year for 4 years, and the Hudson Trustee Scholar Award $10,000 a year for 4 years, for a total of $83,000.
Curtis Alfaro Cruz Jr. Lucas Erasmo Avalarski. Lucas will be attending East Green Community College studying culinary arts. Ayla Marie Beck. Ayla will be attending Boston University to study nursing. Ali Eva Beagle. Ali will be studying business at East Carolina Community College. Robert Stephen Berry. Robert will be attending East Community College to study in the welding program. Daniel Harris Taylor. Daniel will be attending Washington County Community College as a detective working operation. Noah Wesley Dixon. Noah will be studying marine engineering technology at Maine Maritime Academy. Bryce Abel Niels. Abel will be attending Stride University for the Career and Community Studies program. Layla Marlene Flores. Eden Quinn Fraser. Eden is studying occupational therapy at Boston University. Abigail Rose Gamache. Natalie Paige Grant. Natalie is taking elementary education at the University of Maine Department. Sarah Elaine Grant. Sarah will be attending East Green Community College to study culinary arts. Zoe Deborah Devon Taylor. Zoe is studying math at the University of Maine Department. Aiden Patrick Hanson. Aiden will be entering the workforce. Reagan Grace Dacock. Reagan will be attending Boston University to study occupational therapy. Sarah Val Dacock. Sarah will be studying occupational therapy at Boston University. Mark Wade Robert II. Michael and Leo. Community College in their veterinary science program. Alexa Love Johnson. At Washington County Community College. Emily Lynn Kennedy. Lisa Jared Look. Charlie Ann Look. Derek Thomas McLeod. Derek is studying business management at the University of Maine. Valerie Angelica Roosevelt. College to study secondary education. Angie June Moore. Casey Harris Moore. Community College to study early childhood education. Tracy Alexander Moore. Cameron Patrick Morris. And Lucy. Will be attending Wheat College in the Visual Arts and Education program. Reginald Focus. Josie Lynn Perry. Lucas Matthew Allen. Ingrid Yuridia Rivas. May Stanley. Emily will be attending the Phillips Community College studying their radiology program. Ripley Mark Stroud. Kayla Ray Tedeschi. Kayla is studying nursing at the University of Maine. Miles Boston was. Maine Air National Guard. Chase Michael Wright. Industrial process programs. Jose Guadalupe Zamora Garcia. You will be entering the workforce. Fatima Zamora Medial.
By the authority granted to me by the state of Maine, I hereby declare you graduates of Narraguagus High School. Congratulations.